Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're gonna switch it up a little, and reason being is because I'm tired of sanding and primering and everything like that. It's a very repetitive step and I'm so tired of doing this, so we're gonna switch it up a little. We are going to install an Android screen player into the Satria. If you remember on my last video I mentioned that a friend of mine gave me an Android screen. He wanted me to put it into the Woofer, but the Woofer is not going to be a daily car. The Satria is, so I've decided I'm going to install it into the Satria. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste too much time and let's just get straight into it. Let's get to it and just get started straight away. Here we go. Android player that I got for the car is this. I got one of these Woofer Android car radios, but it was a gift from a friend, so I'm gonna use it. Now, I haven't looked at the box yet, so let's open it up and have a look what we have inside and see how we can install it on this little double DIN section that I have here. Now, I'm sure there's plenty of videos out there pretty much show how to install this thing into a car, but they're all in Malay and I can't speak Malay very well, so I'm gonna do it all in English. So anyway, here's the screen. Now, it's not a brand new unit. I'm sure he was using it on his Woofer. Good enough for me. So we got the screen here and then we have all the wiring. All right, well, I think we have everything we need here, so let's just start pulling this apart and see what we can do. So here we go. Alright, so that was pretty easy to pull apart. Forgot how easy it is to work on this car. Let's just get this radio out from here. Okay, there's the USB CD player that I've had for many years out. And now let's pull off this cover here. All right, so that puts us like this now. Let me see how will this fit into here. Oh, okay, might be a bit tight. So we can pull it in and out as many times as we want. All right, now like that. Let's see, that is in there. This has to go there somehow. All right, so if I can make it sit like this, it'll be perfect. So, all right, I'm gonna get this mounted first, and then we'll continue from there. Here we go. All right, here we can see that I have it kind of sitting where I want it to sit. All I did was there's brackets on the side. They came out. I just cut it about 1.5 centimeters and then I could slide it in. But you see the screws that go on the side? It looks like I may have to put a washer on them because they're not holding properly. And because they're not holding properly, you can see that it's sort of slightly off on the angle. Now I've got it slightly facing upwards as well because of course when you're driving, you want to be able to look at it and it's kind of pointing upwards at you. But the only downside to that is that now my cup holders are not usable. I'll run it like this for a while first and see if I can manage it, because I don't know if you guys know much about me, but I am a very heavy coffee drinker. So I need my cup holders. For now, I'll run it like this, but if it does bother me, then I will change it up. That's mounted up. I'll make a beauty plate to put on the side there as well. That's very easy, minor issue. Now let's just sort out the wiring. So here we go. So glad that even before I did the other stereo, I was very prepared and organized that even now that if I look at these, all the wires are marked and labeled. So all I have to do is just unplug it, solder them onto this, and then this should be able to connect right away. I'll do that now, connect the power, see if it'll turn on. If it turns on, then I'll connect the speakers. If the speakers work, then I'll start adding the camera and everything else. So it's gonna be a nice and simple upgrade. My wife hasn't driven this car for a while yet as well, so she doesn't know that it's got a dash cam already and it's gonna have an Android screen player, so I'm gonna tell her to drive it one day and see how she reacts. I'll see if I can get her reaction too. Anyway, let's just get back to it. All right, so I've connected just the battery positive, battery negative, and also the accessories to the new cable. Now what we're going to do is just plug in this and see if it turns on. Yeah, to see if we actually got power going to the actual screen here. Whoa, that's bright. So she switches on, huh? All right, well, at least we know we have power. Let's continue on to connect all the speakers, continue to finish installing these wires, and then we'll see how it sounds, huh? So anyway, let's get to it. All right, so here's what I've done. I actually have power going to the antenna here. So what I've done this time to supply power to the amplifiers is I connected the remote wire for the amplifier directly to accessories right here, see? The blue wire is the remote battery for the amplifier, and the antenna is connected to the power of the antenna. So that's all good now. What I'm going to do is just going to wrap this up, because if you leave this like this, every time you pull it in and out, that's when wires start coming apart and then you have wiring issues. So we want to prevent that, and then we'll continue on with the wiring. Here we go. All right, see, wrapped it up here. It's holding it all together, so now things gonna pull apart, I hope. you know, let's pray that it stays that way. Now let's continue on. Now, as you can see, I've got everything here connected already. I've got my RCAs ready to go for the subwoofer and also the antenna cable. So what we're going to do now is start feeding the wires through that we're going to need for everything else. So for example, we got this one, which is pretty much all RCA outlets for audio out. We're going to use that one for the subwoofer, so that's red to red. And then the audio out, that's what size is that? That's right. We need the audio out left. Where is audio out left, which is a white one. See, look here, we have the amp continuity. When I did the connected the remote for the amplifier directly to accessories, I didn't need to do that. I got one right here, so I'm gonna disconnect that, connect that to here. What else do we have here? Let me see. Video out. Oh, microphone. Oh, okay, cool. Start doing karaoke in the car. We need video in. Where's the video in? This must be video in then, because oh no, the camera's here. Okay, I don't know what these two are for, so we're not going to use them. Subwoofer, we're not going to use that one because we're using the audio out. Microphone, we'll probably use that because we want to do karaoke in the car. Alright, so that one wire is connected for the amplifier and the two audio outs are connected to the amplifier. All the other ones I'm not using except for the mic when I get one. The rest is just pretty much plug and play. Let's just plug everything in and then install everything and then that should be it. Hey. What happens when you don't pay attention? It's upside down. Alright, let me just flip this back over again and then try again. Here we go. Yeah, let's see how it sounds like. Oh, also, I had to, on my last video, some of you noticed that a section of the video went silent. It's because I got copyrighted. So now I've uploaded the songs that are not copyrighted and I can play it so you can actually listen to it. So ready? This is what it sounds like now, right?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
The following day.
Alright, so yesterday while I was editing the video, I noticed that the sound quality that comes from the car and the microphone the sound quality that comes from the microphone inside the car is distorting it and it makes it sound really bad. I'm gonna show you a sample of what the car sounds like now with the microphone outside of the car and a bit of a distance. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't distort the sound and it sounds what it really sounds like in person. So hopefully this works. We'll find out when I edit this video. So here we go, let's get started. Sounds very, very clear. Now that's not full blast, that's only like halfway, so yeah, it can go a lot louder than that. But quality is there, so anyway, it's enough of that. Let's continue on and install the camera. Here we go. So I did make one mistake that I will point out right now, so then everyone knows when they want to do this. Now this wire that's connected to the camera that goes to the back, it's got this red wire that's going to it. This is supposed to be connected to the cable that says back on the back of this wiring set. So that's what this back wire means. So yeah, you have to connect that to that and then plug this in, and then now we get to the boot of the car. All right, and then from here where the camera sits, you have these two cables that go out to it. Now this yellow cable, the one that we just connected at the front, the other red wire will go to the positive of the brake light, and then on this wire, positive will also go. So the red wires will be joined together like this, and they will go to the positive of the reverse light, which is this one here. And then the negative of this red and black wire, the black goes to negative of the light. Now that that's connected like that, Let's point the camera to the front so then we look at ourselves when we're recording here. Alright, now let's go turn on the camera at the front and put it in reverse and see how it goes. Okay, so I'll place this back up again. Now we can start the car. Of course, everything comes on. Wait till the music starts. Okay, and then we put it into reverse. And there we have it. See, you can see the top of my head there. Hello. There. Can you see me? Anyway, so that's how you get your Android screen connected with the camera and also your subwoofer and stereo system installed together. Unfortunately, I've run out of time, guys. I need to upload a video already because it's already been 7 days. So I'm gonna have to end the video here. What's next after this is route all the wiring, then put the glove box back in because you can see I removed the glove box so that I can feed the wires in between. Mount the screen again, and then at the back, I need to mount the camera and tuck in the wiring. With the camera though, I am not going to just glue it on the side here. I don't like the look of that. What I'm going to do, and this will be part of the body work though, so I'm not going to show you on any time soon. For now, I'm just going to glue it underneath it. What I plan to do is I want to cut the spoiler in half and extend it by 2 centimeters. I got a picture of what I plan to do with this car and I will share it on the screen right now. Anyway, and if you look at that picture, you'll see that the spoiler here is extended by 2 centimeters. Of course, I'm going to cut it in half, extend it by 2 centimeters, and then fiberglass it all back together because this is made out of fiberglass. And when I do that, install the mounting bracket inside the spoiler, and I will screw the camera onto that. So then you don't have any screws or anything like that underneath. It's glued from the inside. Yeah, that'll be it, man. I'm not gonna be just screwing it onto the side. It looks ugly and it's too common. So yeah, I'm gonna tuck it in, hide it, and make it all look flush within the spoiler. So that's the plan. But like I said, I ran out of time today, so that'll be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.